Hi, I'm Gary Goldstein. When I was an undergrad at UC Berkeley, my heroes were the attorneys defending political free speech. They were these larger than life figures, fighting important battles, championing the underdog. And I was in awe, and I decided that was my calling. I also discovered a foundation in San Francisco's ghetto, a beautiful but challenged community known as Bayview Hunters Point. In lieu of the public defender, this foundation defended any member of its community charged with a crime. I was on a mission. This was going to be my training ground, a first step toward turning my dream of being a defense attorney into a reality. So one day, unannounced, I showed up at the doorstep of this foundation. I found one of their attorneys and we spoke briefly, but it was clear he had no idea what to do with me. So he wished me well and he sent me on my way. In retrospect, no surprise. I was a hippie college grad with no skills. I wasn't even a law student at the time. But I made a decision. I was going to work there. So I kept showing up day after day, offering to volunteer, whatever it took. And eventually they agreed. And over the next 12 months, they put me to work and they taught me. They had me doing legal research, interviewing witnesses, running to the courthouse to file paper. Along the way, something unexpected happened. I found a home. This place where the 100+ people who work there became not just friends, but family. And near the end of that year, one morning, I received a rejection letter from the only law school that I'd applied to. I was 100% certain my dharma was to be a defense attorney, and that rejection letter felt like a knockout punch. My future suddenly felt out of reach. I was in a funk. And when people asked me why, I just showed them the letter. Well, unbeknownst to me, 3 of the foundation's attorneys heard about the letter, canceled all of their court appearances for the day, and that same morning, these 3 drove to the law school that was not far away. They barged in, cornered the dean, put their reputations on the line. They stood up for me, and they urged the dean to grant me a wild card admission. And she said yes. She admitted me on the spot. So a bit later, I heard voices, I heard people yelling my name. So I ran down the hall to see what was going on. And here were these 3 guys in suits standing on this rickety old conference table shouting, "Congratulations, counselor," each holding up a bottle of champagne. Have you ever been amazed by people going so out of their way to do something truly extraordinary for you? And what inspires people to put themselves on the line like that for you and be so generous without ever being asked? These 3 attorneys made my dream a reality. They said it was their way to show appreciation for my persistence, for the work I'd done to help make the foundation's mission a bit more successful. But I was speechless. They'd already gifted me an education far beyond anything I'd ever learned in law school. Their generosity set me on a path that would change my life and marked a moment for which I'll be forever grateful. So much in life hinges on the quality of our relationships, who we choose, and how authentically we invest ourselves in meaningful relationships. Great relationships make us rich in ways that matter and that endure. Most every successful person I know has similar stories and values relationships as the key to their success as well. It's a beautifully selfish and generous way to live our lives. So make it a mission to find good people, the special ones, and harvest genius, good hearts, people of substance who do life brilliantly. Be a relationship builder. It's rewarding, it's the stuff of success, and along the way, you will be the beneficiary of happy surprises.